Welcome back to Story Time with Gam Gam, and we have another very interesting story about snow and winter, and I hope that you will enjoy this story. And if you have the opportunity to either go buy this book or look at it at the library, I highly recommend it. The author has taken a lot of time to explain some of the details about the story that we'll talk about later. But this story is Over and Under the Snow, and it was written by Kate Mesner, and the art was done by Christopher Silas Neal. Over and Under the Snow. Wonder how they're going to go over the snow, and who's going to be under the snow. Over the snow I glide, into the woods, frosted, fresh, and white. So they're out on skis. Very fun, right? Over the snow, a flash of fur. A red squirrel disappears through a crack. Do you see it? It's up in the corner by the tree there, out in the open. Where did he go? Under the snow, Dad says. Oh, so here we see. Under the snow is a whole secret kingdom where the smallest forest animals stay safe and warm. You're skiing over them now. So you see the squirrel there under the snow with his nut, and there's his little burrow. Snuggle down and stay warm. Over the snow I glide, past beech trees rattling, leftover leaves and strong silent pines that stretch to the sky. On a high branch, a great horned owl keeps watch. Ooh. Under the snow, a tiny shrew dodges columns of ice. It follows a cool tunnel along the moss, out of sight. So there's the shrew, below the words there, crawling along. Under the snow. And the owl, of course, is above the snow, right? He's watching out. He's looking for his next dinner. Look, Dad says, tracks. Tracks always tell a story. Over the snow, a deer has crossed our path. Deep hoof prints punch through the crust, up the hill, under a tree. An oval of melted snow tells the story of a good night's sleep. Under the snow, deer mice doze. They cuddle up against the cold in a nest of feathers and fur. There's the deer mice under the tree. There's 3 of them. Do you count them? 1, 2, 3. 3 little deer mice under the tree, huddled and cuddled up in the snow, under the snow. Over the snow I climb, digging in my edges so I don't slide back. Under the snow, voles scratch through the slippery tunnels, searching for morsels from summer's feast. So there's the little voles. So voles are like little moles, only they are smaller. Over the snow I swish, down, down, faster, faster, down, faster, faster, whoops! Uh-oh. Under the snow, a snowshoe hare watches from a shelter of spruce. If you look carefully, you might be able to see him in that picture. Almost invisible, she smooths her fur, a coat of winter white. Over the snow I glide, past reeds where tadpoles play tag in springtime. Under the snow, fat bullfrogs snooze. They dream of sun-warmed days back when they had tails, when they were tadpoles. Looks like they're sleeping good, right? Hopefully they're staying warm. Over the snow I stand and stare, little mountains in the marsh. Under the snow, beavers gnaw on aspen bark, settled in for supper. Can they hear my tummy rumbling too? Uh-oh, I guess she's getting hungry. Over the snow, stop! A sound. We stand like statues carved in ice till a bushy-tailed fox steps from a thicket, tips his ears to the ground, listens. Do you ever do that? Stand really still and then tilt your head to one side and then listen still. I wonder what he's trying to hear. Let's see. And leaps out onto the snow after an invisible dinner. But see, there it is under the snow. His paws scratch away to find the mouse he heard scritch, scritch, scratching along underneath, under the snow. That will be his dinner, that little mouse. Over the snow I glide, a full moon lights my path to supper. Under the snow, a chipmunk wakes for a meal. Bedroom, bathroom, hallway, his house under my feet. There's the little tunnel, 3 little rooms. Places to store his food. Over the snow I climb one last hill. Bonfire smoke rises. You can see it just over there on the top, far right. Warm hands, hot cocoa, hot dogs sizzling on pointed sticks. Under the snow, a black bear snores, still full of October blueberries and trout. Over the snow, the fire crackles and sparks shoot up to the stars. I lick sticky marshmallows from my lips and lean back with heavy eyes. Snow dances in the flames. They're enjoying that bonfire, aren't they? I don't think a lot of us think about doing that in the wintertime, but in the summertime, that is fun, right? Hot dogs over the bonfire with melted marshmallows. Under the snow, a queen bumblebee drowses away December all alone. She'll rule a new colony in spring. Over the snow I glide home on tired legs. Clouds whisper down feathery, soft flakes. It's starting to snow again. Do you see them? It looks like there's 3 of them going across the snow over to that house. They've had a long day. Under the covers, I snuggle deep and drift into dreams of cuddling deer mice and slumbering frogs, hungry beavers and tunneling voles, drowsy bears and busy squirrels, and the secret kingdom under the snow. You see all the shapes of the animals that she's imagining in the clouds, up in the stars? So if you have a copy of this book, on the very last pages, you can see it talks about each one of the animals that's referenced in this book and tells you a little bit about their lifestyle, about them, whether they hibernate in the winter, the foods that they eat. So for example, red squirrels not only travel and hide under the snow, but they also store their food underground. They hide seeds and nuts in the holes or under rocks and use their fantastic sense of smell to find them later when they're hungry. So it talks about each and every one of them, of the animals, and how they live and how they store their food, whether they live above the snow or under the snow. So I hope you take a chance to learn about this book. Thank you for joining me. You have an amazing day. I love you. Good